I'm Kristin Cruz, and this is the Mom Show on your hometown station, KHTS. Thanks so much for joining me every Thursday. Moms and dads rejoice. Tomorrow is Friday. Woo! We made it through the week. I say, if we can make it to Thursday, then we just slide through Friday, and you are home free for Saturday and Sunday, right? But how busy are these weekends? We have so much sporting stuff going on, and gymnastics, and just everything, soccer, horseback riding. Now I told you about how my daughter was starting to get into horseback riding, right? Well, we are totally in. We're a horse family, everybody. Yay! We're in. And last night was one of the craziest things. I think it was one of the scariest moments I had as a mom. And I will tell you the story about what happened because it totally freaked me out. But the outcome of it and supporting my child through her hobby and her interests is really the most important part. And everything's okay, but I'll share that with you in just a moment. Let me set up the show for you. What's happening today is Kathy Copcutt, our Bel Air mommy, is coming in. If you love to read blogs and you like to connect with moms online, which is really the easiest way for us to do it. Let's be honest. We are spending our days with people at work. So whether like we don't get to choose our workmates, right? You know, like it's kind of like your family. You get who you get. But the time we get to connect with moms is really waiting for the kids maybe at pickup and on Facebook. And that's it. We don't have a lot of that mom support going on otherwise, unless we really make it happen. So I like to reach out to my moms online because it's right in my phone from wherever I am. So if I'm in line at pickup or drop off, or I'm sitting there in the Starbucks drive-through line, which I sometimes do on purpose just so that I can browse through my phone waiting for my coffee and I don't have to get out of my car because I'm tired of getting up and down all the time. Trust me, we do that enough at dinner, right? Moms and every meal. Like, Mom, can I have a juice? Mom, can I have a fork? Mom, can I have another spoon? Mom, can I have a napkin? Mom, can I have a... So anytime I get to sit down and browse through my phone, I'm in. And if you're sitting in your Starbucks drive-thru and you're listening to KHTS, then you can just like connect with your girlfriends right there on your phone. And I think that's a great way for moms to be friends and share news with each other. Mom blogs are a fantastic way to share our stories and connect and feel like we're not alone. And mommy bloggers like Kathy Copcutt on BelAirMommy.com are not only helpful but also really, really fun and entertaining. What she does for the Mom Show is brings us entertainment news, usually movies, but it's all about things to do that are fun with the family in Southern California. And today is really exciting because she's going to talk about a deal that you can get at a theme park that we know and love that is having something special going on just in time for summer. How great is that? It is so hot. What is the deal? Like, I'm taking off my Facebook Live. I'm stripping down. It's a family show. I've got layers on. You know, you have to layer in the morning, right? You take the kids to school and you're dressed like for Antarctica. You've got your fuzzy Uggs on and your yoga pants and like big old zip up parka. And by lunchtime, I'm stripped down. I'm in a tank top. I'm sweating. It's ridiculous. Somebody actually asked me how I was doing the other day, and I said I'm sweating from the ankles down. I'm wearing my Uggs. It's like 86 degrees. The weather report, guys, is going to be so hot. Right when we were just getting it down as far as like how we were going to prep the kids for winter weather and get ourselves in. Now it's all of a sudden summery. I know. I don't know. My friend Maria Quibon, who does the weather at Fox in the mornings, her reports have been really depressing me. I love my winter. I love my chill out time. But whatever, good weather means we get to go out and experience Southern California to its fullest. And Kathy Cupcutt's going to help us with that, with this theme park deal. I'm very excited about it. Now, I asked a couple of other friends to drop by or call in if they wanted to today, because it's really a fun day here at the station as we're talking about being on FM 98.1 as KHTS. It's so exciting. I let all my friends know on social media. Please do share and let people know, because in the Valley here, this is your go-to place for information, and hopefully my show is your go-to place for parenting, mom life stuff. We talk about that pretty exclusively, but we have a lot of fun. So it's parenting, which can be daunting, but we need to talk about it because it can be so helpful and so cathartic. And then on the other side, we talk about being a mompreneur, working from home. One of my friends, Melissa Dell, who is going to come in, is doing Sensi. And we talked to her about what it's like to work from her home and be her own hashtag mom boss and what that's like. We have Kathy coming in with entertainment reports. We have celebrities on. We had Carney Wilson on not that long ago talking about postpartum depression and a documentary she did. So the Mom Show really covers the gamut for parenting and moms and helps you explore how great Southern California is for families. You know, I was actually talking to the mayor, talking to Garcetti, actually not that long ago in an interview, and he grew up here and he was reminiscing about riding his bike through the streets of the valley and just it being such a great place for families. And I really do believe that. I'm fifth generation Los Angelino, and so I truly appreciate that we get to live here. And I like to help everybody who does live here really fall in love with what's right here in our own backyard as far as things to do and how to have fun with the family in Southern California. So hopefully we're going to do more of that on the Mom Show. KCET actually has an upcoming special, Huell Hauser for President's Day. It's going to be a marathon of Huell Hauser up and down Southern California. And it's a bunch of his visiting national parks and these wonderful things. And I was just talking to KCET yesterday about trying to get his cameraman on, or his producer, to talk to us about what it was like filming all of those iconic shows with really a name that's synonymous with Southern California television, Huell Hauser, and talk about this program that's coming up on President's Day. So if you want something really beautiful to watch, that's coming up. So we're going to give you more things like that for family and for mom in the upcoming weeks. For instance, by the way, please make sure that you tune in next week because moms, you're going to need this. I was just at the Dollar Tree picking out stuff that I have to glue together to make a bunch of Valentine's treats for my kids' classrooms. Because, come on. I mean, if I could buy everybody, Godiva chocolate, I would. But my budget isn't quite there, right? I mean, we're all on a budget. So you do a little bit of Dollar Tree, a little bit of 99-cent store, and you mix it up with some other, labeled stuff that's, the good stuff. And then you make treats. That's how we do it, right? Is we put it together. We make it happen. And so I was just shopping for the Valentine stuff. You have like 50, you have 2 kids, you have 2 different classrooms, about 25 students. I have 50 different little projects that I have to put together for Valentine's Day. Talk about stressful, and it's 86 degrees outside. I want to wear my Uggs. So what we're going to do next week is we're going to de-stress. We're actually going to help you come back down and enjoy a little bit, some good stuff that's meant just for mom. I have invited on the Mom Show a couple of experts in stress reduction, and I'm going to share them with you. Kathleen Keneally is a licensed acupuncturist and is not just an acupuncturist, as if that's not enough to know how to do that. I can't even imagine the hours that she's put into studying and the years she's been practicing. 13 years, by the way. But she has been voted very best acupuncturist in Santa Clarita Valley. I want to get this right. Voted best acupuncturist in Santa Clarita Valley for the last 13 years. That's amazing. She's a director with the company Gia Wellness. And she basically is going to come in and tell us and let us know how acupuncture can actually help us reduce stress. Now, also, Karen Knott will join her because we not just one thing is going to take all the stress away, right? We need a whole bunch of things. So, and have you ever been interested in acupuncture? Wondered what it is? What does it do? Why does it work? Why do some people say it worked? Does it really work? She's going to answer all those questions for us and maybe even do some acupuncture on me. I don't know. I'm not sure. I should go for it, right? We're on Facebook Live. Do a little live acupuncture. Heck yeah, we'll do that. I'm up for anything, as you'll find out if you don't already know me from my radio days at KOST. I truly am the one that they throw in to do anything. I'm up for it, whatever. YOLO. Come on. All right. Karen Knott, Executive Director with Gia Wellness. She's a health advocate, wife, mother, grandmother, and a business owner. She is also going to come in and talk to us about the power of the water we drink. Yeah. I know, right? Water's water. No. The power of these little technical devices that we have strapped to our bodies at all times and what it's really doing to our cells, how much it's stressing out our bodies, and what we can do to combat that with simply drinking a different kind of water or simply wearing a different kind of metal, a different kind of bracelet, a different kind of accessory. Seriously, there are little tiny tweaks that we can do that'll actually kind of like protect us from these forces that are making us even more stressed out. And I'm all for that. So these ladies are going to come in next week and we're doing an hour of wellness for moms to figure out how to be less stressed, more productive, happier, and healthier. Doesn't that sound good? Okay. So on the phone, my producers, I've got 2 producers in here now. So I'm like double taken care of. It's all good. So on the phone right now, I'm assuming that we have Kathy Cupcut from BelAirMommy.com. Hi, Kathy.
Hello, my love.
Hello, my love. How are you?
I'm good. You know, you're talking about acupuncture.
Yes.
I have to tell you, my mom is an acupuncturist, and you have to research out and talk about. You'll do a whole show on this one.
Yeah.
Coning, ear coning.
Oh,
where they
coning!
stick
Oh, my gosh. Have you done it?
Cupping is great. My mom, cupping
Cupping.
is great, but no, ear in your ear.
Yeah.
They light it on fire.
Yes.
And it pulls out all the wax in your ear.
Yes.
And it is
disgusting.
horrendous. I love it.
It's so gross.
So, see, I think it's gross, but I love it.
It's so satisfying.
It actually comes out of my ear.
It is. It's true. It's like kind of like, and I'm not going to be too gross, but like, you know, you like pop a pimple or something. And you got this like, but then it's like,
out of here.
it's satisfying to see that all that gunk that was in your body is now out. I don't know. There's just something feeling good about that.
I opened the Coke because I'm like, cut that bad boy open. And I'm looking at all that wax. I'm like, ew. And I'm pressing my...
Uh-oh. Kathy's got a bad connection.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're breaking up a lot, though.
Sorry. Okay. So, afterwards, your ears feel phenomenal.
Okay, I know. Okay, so listen to this. Talk about love, right? This is my idea of a romantic evening. God bless my husband. So, like, with fireplace on, pop the wine, and, you know, he's all excited. And I'm like, I went to Sprouts today, baby. That's like my way of flirting. Like, such a dork. And he's like, what'd you get? And I whip out 2 packages of cones, beeswax cones. And so I got the good stuff. And so we actually got, like, the pillows and got on the ground and got the paper plate and poked the hole through the middle. You shove this long candlestick looking cone thing through it. And he's a firefighter. So I thought, well, if I'm going to light something on fire that close to my head, I'm going to have my husband there because he's the only one I would do this with. You know, I mean, who better? So yeah, so we coned each other.
That's love.
Well, first of all, heck yeah, now that's love. And it was so fun and satisfying. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, you watch those nature movies where the chimps are picking stuff out of each other's hair and eating. It's so satisfying. I'm like, I just cleaned all that out of my husband's ear. Like, ooh, yeah. Like,
I 100% agree. I love that. It just, yeah, no, it's love.
Okay.
That's what it is.
So that's coning. And Kathy knows this, right? Not to be confused with cupping.
No, cupping is totally different.
That scares me a little bit, Kathy. I'm not going to lie. The cupping scares me a little bit.
Well, your back afterwards looks hideous, but I got to tell you, it feels really good because it moves the energy in your, and I do believe in that, it moves the energy in your body around, and it helps with pain, because I have a lot of pain in my I have 3 herniated discs. You have
herniated discs?
I have 3 herniated discs.
Oh, honey.
3, yeah, yesterday, actually, it's funny that we're talking about this. Yeah, yesterday, my nerve was pinched so badly, I could feel it. I was in so much pain all day yesterday. And my mom's out of town, or I would have had her do the cupping on me yesterday, because it helps out so much.
So hold up. Mama Bel Air Mommy does cupping?
Yeah. Mama does cupping, because my mama can do cupping for me.
Shut up. Have you blogged about that on your website yet?
I haven't. You know, I really want to go back to her school where she got her license I know, Mommy. Hold on. Preston's home because he's sick, so we kept him
Preston.
home. I do.
Poor baby. Is he okay?
She's good. He had a fever. Fever is finally gone, but now he just got the runny. Okay, but he's got the runny nose.
Okay.
And so I thought, let me keep him at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
See that, and I'm a mom that's super okay with not sending your kid to school when he or she is sick. I'm so
please, dear Lord, keep them at home if you possibly can.
That's my thing. I know they're not going to get the attendance award this month, but you know what?
Right.
Yeah, keep them home if they're all snotty like that. That's my thing. You can call me after if you want to talk
about I really don't want any of the other moms calling me saying, you send your sick kid, to school. I'm like, I'd rather get a nice phone call than the whole, what's happening here?
I want to ask you, so he's okay? Because I was about, later in the show, we're going to share this Babel article about the flu that's going around and children and some symptoms to look for. But he's doing okay? His fever broke?
He's doing, I had called his doctor because I didn't know the difference between a cold and a flu. Because Friday morning, he woke up and he was peaked looking, so I kept him at home. Saturday, he was okay. Then Saturday night's when the fever came on. So it was Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and a little bit of Tuesday. And I called his doctor Saturday night. God bless her. I called her at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, listen, he's got a fever, 1015. I said, what's the difference between a cold and a flu? And she said, does he still have his energy? I said, yes. And she goes, and he's got a cold. Because when they have the flu, they have zero.
Yeah.
Did I lose you?
Yeah, we just lost you for a second, but you're back.
So sorry. Okay, so I don't know how much of it you heard when I called his doctor and I had asked what's the difference between a cold and a flu, because he had the fever and the runny nose and the sneezing. And she said he's got a cold because he has energy. It's when their lack of energy is when they have a flu. Oh,
my gosh. So that's the first kind of easy telltale sign for parents if they see their kid lethargic and losing their energy, because your kids will say they don't feel well, and the next thing you know, they're running through the house like playing soldier sword fight things and riding ponies. That's what my kids do. So
he had a fever of 1015 and he was still jumping off the bed. And I thought, what the hell is happening here?
Right.
And so I was like, I don't understand. I go, he still has, thank God he's got energy. But I'm like, he has a fever. And she goes, he has a cold. Because if it was the flu, he'd be laid up.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So that's a helpful little tidbit. I mean, obviously, if things get bad, everybody wants to take your child to the doctor, and if you can't get there, to the urgent care. And always know where your urgent cares are. Man, those urgent cares, they save me. I go to, and we had a pediatric urgent care in Woodland Hills that was actually really just amazing. Look around town, find out where yours are, and just know where they are. That's so important. We have done some, serious trips to the urgent care. Okay, so I'm glad that he's gonna be okay, and you guys are gonna spend some time at home together. That's always fun.
It's always fun. It's always fun until the very last day where I'm like, okay, when can you go back to school? Oh my God, need to go.
It's like winter break, 3 weeks long. Really? All right, so Kathy Kupka from BelAirMommy.com is on the phone. We're chit-chatting about colds and flus, and later on in the Babble Buzz, we will talk about a few flu symptoms that I want you to know about. The editors at Babble Disney send me some of their top stories each week just for the Mom Show, and this is a story that I thought we absolutely had to talk about. We'll get to that in the next segment, but Kathy has some great entertainment news for SoCal families happening now that she wants to share with us. Now, it's not movie news.
No.
It's not movie news, Kathy.
It is not. So this week it is not. In the next couple of weeks, I've got tons of movie news for you. Yes. But right now, it's theme park news, and it's super fun.
Yay! Okay, and let me just tell you, if you're saying to us right now in your heads, hey guys, I need to know that, or maybe you know that there are some kids' movies coming out. There are. But Kathy and I both are planning to see Peter Rabbit.
Yes.
Before you get to the theaters, we can actually chit-chat with you about what we think, because I'm going tomorrow. I think I'm meeting up with the Millennial Mamas, and we're going to do a little English tea party.
That'll be cute.
Yes. And then you're going to the celebrity premiere thing tonight, right?
Tonight is the pre-screening, and tomorrow is the press junket.
Nice. I'm not going to the press junket, right? 'Cause I ain't got time.
No. I'm going to meet you at the tea afterwards.
Okay, good.
Millennial Mamas is having a tea in the afternoon,
Yes.
early afternoon portion
Yes,
of it.
lovely. And I'll be bringing my children, so that's why I want to make
I
sure.
get to see the kids. Oh my God, Lizzie's video is adorable.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. My daughter's been doing movie reviews for Kids First Media, and she actually was asked to go review Peter Rabbit, and it was funny because I'm like, well, Mommy's already taking you. She was going to do a screening at the Grove. That like for real, like they called and I'm like, oh, I've got a screening invite. No, this is for my daughter. Excuse me. So she's going to
love it.
Yeah, but so we can all talk about it. Maybe I'll have Izzy come in. We're going to catch up with what's happening at the theme parks with Bel Air Mommy next. Stay right here. It's the Mom Show on your hometown station, KHTS.
Santa Clarita Philharmonic has begun its season of free concerts. The SCP is a non-profit community-based volunteer symphony orchestra comprised of local musicians from throughout the Santa Clarita Valley who are dedicated to providing quality classical music for the residents of the Santa Clarita Valley. Like the Santa Clarita Philharmonic on Facebook or visit santaclaritaphilharmonic.org for more information.
When you're looking for a midnight snack, sometimes fast food just doesn't cut it. Formerly Donut Inn, California Bakery and Cafe is now open 24/7, so you'll be able to find fresh donuts, danishes, bagels, all-natural fruit juices, gourmet sandwiches, and much more at any hour. With elaborate cakes for any occasion, including weddings, baptisms, anniversaries, corporate events, or any special event. California Bakery and Cafe in Santa Clarita is open 24 hours to satisfy any craving, anytime. Call us 255-1254.
The Santa Clarita Artists Association has a new gallery in downtown Newhall on 6th Street between Main and Railroad, right across from the Canyon Theater Guild. The gallery features our members' paintings, sculptures, and one-of-a-kind handcrafted gift items. Whether you're an art lover, buyer, or an artist wishing to join, visit our website at santaclaritaartist.org, come to our free monthly meetings at Barnes & Noble, or stop by the gallery. For upcoming events and exhibits, check us out at santaclaritaartist.org. We make visual art visible.
Now FM, 98.1 FM, and AM 1220, your hometown station.
It's the Mom Show with Kristin Cruz. Thanks so much for hanging out with us moms together on Thursday lunchtime, hanging out, chit-chatting. And, of course, BelAirMommy.com here with us, the Kathy Kopcut, catching us up on what's around town entertainment-wise for families. Usually she's seeing pre-screening press junket before everybody else movie stuff, and she gives us the fill on that. And I love it. She always get to hang out with the celebs. But this time, we're actually taking the whole family and going out to theme parks. Kathy, fill us in on what's happening here in SoCal for the families. It's special.
Okay, Knott's Berry Farm is having this month, up until February 25th, including President's Day, February 19th, Peanuts Celebration. They basically take in the Charlie Brown comic strip, and it's all over the theme park, and it is so stinking cute. And as a matter of fact, this Sunday, which if you guys don't have plans now, go. It is Charlie Brown Day, so if you go in that the yellow shirt with the black zigzag, what they're going to do is they're going to round up all of the people that are dressed like Charlie Brown, and they're going to take the world's largest photo.
Oh, wait.
That people are dressed up as Charlie Brown. I know.
Oh, my
Isn't that cool?
gosh. That's so great. So should we participate in that, or how does that work?
We can totally participate. Well, once you buy your admission pass, you go and just make sure you're dressed as Charlie Brown, with that yellow shirt and zigzag. And then in the afternoon, as a matter of fact, I believe it's Calico Theaters. I've got it in my blog post where you go, and I believe it's a 2, if I'm not mistaken. And there you go.
There you go.
There you go. And you'll be able to get into this photo, and it'll be super cool.
Yeah, I think that is so. And then will you be in the Guinness Book? Will we be in the Guinness Book of World Records or something?
I don't know. I don't know what they're. I don't know how many people they need for that. They didn't say. They just said come so we can take the largest photo.
Okay.
So I think that's what they're trying to accomplish.
You can Google that, and you can also go to BelAirMommy.com and get all the info. So the fact that they're open on President's Day is a big deal because I know a lot of parents that are like, another holiday I have to fill with my kids at home. Like I'm running out of stuff, But then you could go on President's Day is really awesome. That's very helpful.
Awesome. It's super awesome. And the Peanuts theme is super cute, and they've brought out a whole bunch of new desserts specifically for
Wait,
the peanut celebration. I've got the pictures up on the post, and it's delicious. From their Rice Krispie treats to their marble cake. Oh my God, they've got these cupcakes. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry for using listeners, but oh my God, they were delicious.
Kathy, they must be good.
It was delicious. I was like, can I take like all of these out?
Wow. Okay, wait, is this, oh, here it is. Okay, so Knott's Berry Farm Peanut Celebration going now through February 25th. Mark your calendars and get in there. I can tell you that I love the Berry Fest when they do that in the springtime.
Oh,
I know.
The berry, it's
the
delicious.
Boysenberry, what's it called?
Yeah.
The
Boysenberry Festival.
It is
in March.
So good. We always go there for Easter because I used to host that Easter egg hunt. So now my kids are used to going to Knott's Berry Farm and seeing everybody for Easter. And then we hit the candy shop and get my favorite Easter candy there. Yeah, so good. And then we always go there for Boysenberry Fest because it is like they serve you so many different exotic, interesting foods that they don't normally have. And if anything is like limited edition or limited time, I have to go get it. So
right there with you. And what's great about Knott's Berry Farm is all the characters are available. You know, you might have to stand in line, but it's only for like 5 minutes. But you'll be able to take a picture with each and every character.
We love that. That's always fun because sometimes you take a kid to a theme park and they expect to see one of their favorite characters, and you can't always get to them. And I understand there are millions of people that go to theme parks. Like, I get it, it happens, but it is kind of nice to be able to guarantee, like, hey, we're going to give Snoopy a hug, or we're going to give one of our Peanuts favorites a hug, and that does mean a lot to them. Okay,
I gotta tell you, I gave Charlie Brown an extra hug, and I know he looked at me like this crazy woman, because every time, Lucy would hold the ball, not Lucy, Sally would hold the ball for Charlie to kick it, and and she would, and I always felt bad for the kid. And now as an adult, I went the other time when I was there, I hugged him a little tighter, and I thought, this guy's probably thinking I'm crazy, and so I backed away. I'm like, thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, Kathy, you're so funny.
Thank you for the hug. Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny. You needed closure on that childhood.
I needed closure on that. And they have a new character, Pigpen. So everyone will get to meet Pigpen, which is super cool.
Oh my gosh, I love Pigpen.
I love Pigpen. You'll meet him in his stables. And, they've got the resident horse and the donkey.
Is this a picture of you with Pigpen up on your blog? He is so cute, you guys. Look at him.
That's Pigpen.
Oh my gosh.
And his stable is super cute. He has 2 horses, the donkey, and the 4 piglets.
I love that they put him in a stable. What is that where Pigpen hangs? I guess he's a Pigpen.
Well, because he's always dirty and, he's dusty and hence. But their stable is super clean. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but, you get...
Don't worry, parents. Yes.
Yeah, don't worry, because I'm germaphobe mom here, where I'm like, where's the sanitizer? No, it was fine.
That's hilarious. My kids are gonna love that. I said, my daughter loves horses and farm animals, so that's probably gonna be her new favorite. Then you've got all the desserts. These pictures of desserts on your website. I'm
telling you, there was a marble cake, and I thought to myself, can I take a whole chunk home for coffee for the next day?
Ooh.
Like I don't even think it would have made it home. It was so delicious and had these nuts in there. Oh my God!
I've been guilty of eating cake in the car on the way home.
I have no guilt whatsoever. I'll eat it.
No shame at all.
I have no guilt, no shame. I'm like, this tastes good. I'm eating it now.
Oh my gosh! And there's so much going on at Knott's Berry Farm. This is a really great time of year to start going for sure. But then they've got this happening. They've got the Ghost Town Alive. If you haven't checked that out yet. There's always something happening. I will definitely be there for the Boysenberry Fest. I think we need to make some plans to meet up there. But right now that's
fine.
Yeah. But right now this is the deal. So if they go to your website, can we get a click? Will we find a link to where we can buy tickets? Or let me see here.
Yes. If you go to my site, again, it's a non-affiliated link. I put 2 different links up there for you guys. I put one, Travel Zoo, I realized had a special going on where you can buy a pass for $40. And so I put that link on there just in case for the people that, if you don't see yourself going more than once a year to Knott's, I'm like, okay, this is a great link. However, I also put the Knott's link on there because of the fact if you see yourself going at least twice a year, which you really should, because you can go see the Boysenberry Festival, the Peanuts Festival, then there's Christmas. I mean, there's so much going on. The Knott's link is up there. I would personally get the their pass, and it's only 16 a month.
Yeah.
Which comes out to like 94 something. So I would do the pass. It pays for itself. I mean, with the amount of times you can go.
Right.
And their blackout period isn't crazy, which is really nice. So you can really go see the park anytime you want.
Okay. And can I say, as a parent who's been I've been taking my daughter there since she was a baby. That means, and we've been going every single Easter, and Cruz was starting to go in utero. So, and I have pictures of him in my belly in Easter time at Knott's. And one of the reasons why I love it so much for the little kids is that their entire Camp Snoopy area, in all honesty, is absolutely magical for kid-friendly. It is magical for kids. It is tons of rides for them. So it's not
tons
just
of rides,
right?
And the lines aren't crazy.
No.
And your kids can get on the ride. It's really nice, and there's options. And the great thing is the kids recognize the rides.
Yes, they do. Everything is themed. Everything's from a little story they've seen or a movie. And in all honesty, sometimes don't you feel, and not just theme parks, but things you go to or whatever, that you go in and it was obviously made for adults or whatever,
Correct.
Teens or whatever. And then the kids stuff is an afterthought. That is
Correct.
so not the way it is at Knott's Berry Farm. I feel like they really put a lot of thought into their kids' area.
They really did. I feel
That's
like they took a bunch of moms and said, okay, here, let's figure this out for you. And then they took the adults and they figured out the roller coaster rides.
Yes.
Because they have an even mix of everything for everybody. The whole family can be happy.
The whole family can be happy. And we love to do the horse and carriage ride thing where you actually just, it's really kind of boring, but it's my favorite thing.
No, Preston loves the horse and carriage ride.
I love
It's
it.
the sweetest thing.
It's easy. You just sit on there and the horses trot you around. You get to see the whole park and the big circle, and you come back and people wave at you from the rides. It's
Right?
one of my favorite things. And there really is something for everybody. They have shows, and the food is always good there. I wonder who their chefs are. Their food is delicious.
Our food is
Honestly.
absolutely delicious, yes.
It's so
Their
good.
Their desserts to die for.
Oh my gosh. That boysenberry syrup.
Right?
Oh, and their biscuits. Stop it right now.
Oh
If you
my
haven't
God,
had
the
Knott's Berry
biscuits.
Farm biscuits, you need to go today. Just go today.
Today.
Go right now.
Right now.
Just
Right,
get in the car.
Go. Take the kids. Go get the
Go.
biscuits. Take biscuits to go home. Oh, my God. Their food is to die for.
Kathy Cupcut, BelAirMommy.com. She's got a link right to Knott's Berry Farm site if you want to go and get yourself a season pass. If you see yourself going more than once. And then she's also put up there another nice link for you in case she just happened to find a deal. So this is why we have mom friends. She happened to find a deal, $40. She put the link up there.
Easy.
You can click on it, and if you want to go once, boom, get your discounted tickets. Why not take a deal if it's there? They're offering it, and we've got girlfriends telling us about it. It's all good. I love it.
And make sure you guys go on Sunday. I want to see the picture. I'm trying to see how big of a picture they get.
Yeah, so Sunday, biggest picture ever. All these people gathered together.
Charlie Brown.
That is so fun.
I think that's so cute, right? I think the whole family should dress up as Charlie Brown and go.
That's Sunday, February 4th, you guys. They're celebrating good old Charlie Brown. So you're all invited. You're invited.
Everyone.
Go see him. Wear your zigzag. Okay, so Kathy, my son Cruz, he was so bald when he was born. All my kids are. I have so much hair. You have so much hair. We have so much hair. My kids are born bald, and they stay bald for years. They don't no, their hair doesn't come in until like kindergarten. Like there's slight panic there for a while with both kids. And Cruz's head, I have a pretty big head. My husband has a pretty big head. His head was enormous, round like a bowling ball, and no hair. Well, so how could a mom resist taking a little brown eyeliner and going loop and making the little loop in the front and putting him in a zigzag shirt for Halloween?
I love it. That's awesome.
I had to do it. If I can find the picture, I'll post it up for you. You can see it we'll put it on the KHTS website. But we've all loved Charlie Brown so many years. Love the cartoons, in the Sunday paper.
It's a
Kids, you don't know what we're
staple.
talking about, but I loved it. Yes, it's a staple. The movies
staple.
for all the holidays, and Knott's Berry Farm brings it all to life so beautifully for the family. You just love it.
Right?
Yeah.
That's great. That's
Kathy,
great.
thank you so much for coming on
Thank
the show,
you.
filling
Thank you
us
for having
in.
me.
Oh.
Thank you for having me. Have a
Always.
wonderful day, you guys. And hey, congratulations on KTHS being on FM radio now.
Woo, woo. Thank you so
Right?
much for that. Thank you
How
very much. We're
awesome is
excited.
that?
Very excited. And we'll see you tomorrow at High Tea
That's
for
right.
the Pita Rabbits
I will
screening.
warn you right now, we are not very proper. So if you're proper, please don't ignore us.
It's so it'll be fun to see everybody like dressed up and trying to be proper, but our kids are going to be there, so who knows what's going to happen.
proper is going to go right out the window.
Right
with
out the
us.
window.
I'm fair warning right now.
I love you. All right, thank you so much for calling
See
in,
you tomorrow.
Kathy.
Okay,
See you tomorrow.
bye, honey. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye-bye. Guys, go to BelAirMommy.com to find out more. And can I give you a hotel tip if you do go down to Knott's Berry Farm? And this happened. It's my own fault that my kids always want to stay in hotels because I like to stay in hotels. And so I drive, let's say, from Valencia to Anaheim to go to Knott's Berry Farm. I want to stay in the hotel there because I feel like the drive home is going to be so long. And so whenever we go anywhere, I think we should just stay overnight. It's almost like a given to me. I think, well, why not? We can stay in the park even later. Then you just saunter off to your hotel and y'all get to pile in and go to sleep together, wake up early and have like a fun breakfast, that you don't normally get to do. And I love hotels. So every time we go to Knott's Berry Farm, we stay in the Knott's Berry Farm Hotel, which is very conveniently located. And let me tell you, as a parent, their pool is awesome. It's just one big, giant, kid-friendly pool. Kids, obviously, here, we can swim any time of the year. Look at the weather today. It's ridiculous. And if you have a special event happening, a birthday, or you put in a special request, Snoopy will actually come to your hotel room, knock on the door, and come in, and you should see the faces of your kids when you pull a stunt like that on them. It is so fun. I did it with my kids one Easter, and they could not believe how lucky they were. It was like Santa coming to town, and Snoopy came in there, gave them hugs, hung out a little bit, brought some treats. It was fantastic. So Knott's Berry Farm really does it up special for the kids. So go ahead to BelAirMommy.com and see some of those deals thanks to Kathy Copcutt. Now, we've got a couple of things that I want to share with you. I did tell you about a flu story that's coming up. But first, let me fill you in on what happened last night with my daughter, Izzy. So she's into horses. I don't know if you have a daughter who loves horses. My husband and I never thought we would have a daughter who was into horses because I grew up in a condo in the city. I lived in New York and LA, and that's it. Or a little bit of London. Big city girl. When I moved to San Diego to start my radio career, I thought I was moving to the boonies. Like I was out in the nowheresville. Like nothing was happening out there. Well, it's a huge city. so that just shows, right? And my husband and I just never thought we'd have like a real country girl, but it makes sense. She loves horses, as a lot of young girls do, and wants to ride them. But, it is something that takes practice and discipline and time. And when you have an anxious, excited little kid, that is always so hard to impress upon them without dashing their dreams, right? It's a fine balance. I should talk to Alex Urbina about this. It's a fine balance to support that and yet still let them know that they can't just jump right in. They don't know how to do it yet. It's a tough one. So my daughter, Izzy, is joining, I believe. Tonight is her last night before she officially has to make a decision. But I believe that she is going to be a part of the California Rangers. That's right. Mounted 9-year-old girls on horses. Yes! It's amazing, though. It's a great organization. She found it. She does this. She finds these things she wants to do. She's done her training. Tonight's the last night of training. And then she will officially be able to sign up if she'd like to. She had to put in a bunch of hours of training. But last night she went in for just a group class. And she decided to try to ride English saddle. And English riding and Western riding are different. I am so not an expert at horses. I do not pretend to be at all, but from what I can understand, and call me if you know differently, 298 KHTS, but Western is the way you ride. There's a bigger saddle and it's a little more comfortable, so it's a little bit larger. So I would think that's easier to sit in it. And you use both reins in one hand. The other hand sits on your side, right? Okay. So then English writing is a smaller saddle. So that's probably why they sit up so straight. It's a little saddle. And they use 2 reins. So they ride like this, right? And they do a lot of that bouncing up and down. Okay, so they're 2 different styles. Well, she wants to be a cowgirl. So she always wants to ride Western. But last night she decided to try English writing. And she's done both, but it's been a while for English. And there she is going around the group class, going around the circle. And they do a little jog where the horses go a little faster. And all of a sudden, I look up. My husband's with me, but he's on the phone dealing with our other child who thinks he might have broken his arm. So he's on the phone with him. I'm not even kidding you. I'm watching Isabel, and she comes around, and all of a sudden, I see her lean forward and like start to kind of hug the horse, which is not what you want to do when it's running. It's running. You just want to, and her legs start to slip back behind her. So she's kind of got like a Superman pose happening, or like a, Cirque du Soleil thing on the horse. And then she starts yelling, "Mom, I'm going to fall." And I was like, what? Everything slowed down. The whole world was in slow motion. And you never think it's going to happen. It's the most ridiculous thing. How could somebody just fall? And sure enough, in slow motion, she fell rolling to the right off the horse, sliding on the side of her horse, and hit the ground between the horse and the bars. And then there's my 9-year-old, like tiny in a little ball on the ground. I freaked out. I had never seen anything so scary in my life. There's this horse standing right next to her head. She almost hit it was, it was a mom moment. It was a mom. It was like all crazy. And so somebody jumped up. The parents, gotta say, parents really come together and help each other and things like this. A mom jumped up and said, "Nobody move." The other man said, "I'm an EMT." Jumped in there. Of course, my husband's a firefighter, but he's on the phone with our son that has a broken arm. And I jump in and go like, "Nobody move." And they led the horse away slowly, and Izzy got up. They checked her first, made sure her neck was okay, her head wasn't hurt, she didn't pass out, she didn't throw up. Those are the things you need to look for, throwing up and passing out. They stood her up slowly, and she shook it off. We checked her out. She was fine. And the big question was, do you want to get back on? Right? I mean, that is scary. I don't want to get thrown from a horse, and I'm 3 times her size. And she really thought about it, and I'm not by any means glad this happened, but sometimes, the world needs to give us a check, gives us a little chin check, says, this is big time responsibility stuff you're messing with, you need to make sure you can handle it. And she was like, "I can do this. I'm getting back on." And she got back on. And she rode the rest of the lesson. I was so proud of her. And then she realized, this is the real deal. This is a big responsibility. And every day will get better. And don't get cocky. And every day we learn. And we come back and get better and better. So it was a really, last night was crazy. But you guys, it all worked out. And very proud of her. And a little parenting lesson in there for me, too, I thought I would share for you. All right, coming up next, we have the Babble Buzz exclusively on the Mom Show from courtesy of Disney. What a nurse's viral post about unexpected flu symptoms has been flying around. I want to share it with you on the Mom Show coming up next on your hometown station, KHTS.
Did you know that SCVI has the only international baccalaureate program in our community? That means that students at Santa Clarita Valley International Public Charter School can participate in very rigorous classes run by highly trained and skilled international teachers. They work with kids to become active, compassionate, and lifelong learners. Students with IB diplomas at select colleges can graduate with a full year credit at their university. Schedule a tour today online at scvi-k12.org or by calling 705-4820.
Olive Terrace Bar and Grill is the hottest new Mediterranean fusion restaurant in Santa Clarita with unique delicacies like seafood right off the boat, mouth-watering prime steaks, artesian sandwiches, delicious pastas, and tasty kebabs. Unwind on their cozy outdoor patio at their weekend champagne brunch. Full menu and weekly specials at oliveterracebarandgrill.com. Check out their full bar and happy hour daily specials in Valencia on Copper Hill and Newhall Ranch Road by LA Fitness. Olive Terrace Bar and Grill, delicious food seasoned with love.
Something big is coming to Castaic.
Is it a dinosaur, Bob?
No, Blanche. Is it the 2020 Olympics?
No.
I know. We're finally hosting the World Cup.
No, silly. They're building Castaic High.
Bob, no way.
Way. Go visit CastaicHighProject.com. You'll get all the latest details.
What's that web address again, Bob?
CastaicHighProject.com.
Again?
CastaicHighProject.com.
Bigger than a dinosaur?
That's right. CastaicHighProject.com.
Now FM 98.1 FM and AM 1220. Your hometown station.
It's the Mom Show with Kristin Cruz. Thanks so much for checking in, parents. I really appreciate you being here. There's so much going on. Crazy weather, very busy time of year. We just finished the STEM Expo at our school. I'm sure you've got science projects. I see that flying all over the place. We had our 100th day of school. We have Valentine's Day. It's really busy. There's a lot going on. We need to keep ourselves healthy as moms so that we can be everywhere at once and be super parents. That's why next week on the Mom Show, we are tackling stress, 1 hour of wellness. So please be here for that. But we also have to keep ourselves healthy and watch our children, because our children are running around hard too, and they can very easily get sick as they are spending most of their day with hundreds of other kids with germs and things flying around. And I think that's why this post from a nurse really resonated and actually went viral about unexpected flu symptoms. It's a must-read for parents in the Babble Buzz exclusively on the Mom Show, and this comes from the editors at Babble, courtesy of Disney. So a mom was posting about something that had happened with her son last Friday. Her son, Seb, came home from school with hives, and she showed a picture of his arm. It was on the back of his arm above his elbow, and every time he would kind of scratch at it, it would appear more inflamed and red. Now, our kids come home with rashes and little hives and bumps all the time, right? All the time. So you do what moms do, and that's what Brody did. Went and changed his clothes, checked the laundry. You got to, sometimes, I know for my daughter, very sensitive skin, we need to use, the baby wash used when the babies were babies, and you couldn't use anything with perfumes or dyes in it. We still use that. Drives my husband crazy because we both grew up in the stronger the clean smell, the cleaner the thing is, right? I mean, if it doesn't smell like Pine Sol in the house, the floors are dirty, So we're used to that strong perfumey smell, but my daughter's skin can't handle it. So I did, you want to know a wife tip? Okay, so what I did do is I got a laundry booster, one of those things with the pellets from Method. They're kind of good. They're not bad. They're not supposed to be as bad. And when I do his laundry, I throw some smelly stuff in there so he's happy. But when I do the kids' laundry, I don't. So that's how we handle that in the Cruz household. So poor Seb comes home with this. So the mom checks the laundry detergent, puts him in a bath, does the whole thing to soothe his skin. Nothing helps. And they called the doctor. The doctor said, just try giving some Benadryl, try this and that, the normal stuff that happens. Well, something that they didn't know, that I didn't know either, was that those hives on your child's skin can be an indicator of influenza B. The reason being is that their little bodies are trying to fight off an infection and are swelling up, or what's the word? It becoming inflamed from trying to fight this infection. Her son had, keep in mind, no other symptoms. No fever, no cough, no runny nose. We were just talking to my friend Kathy at Bel Air Mommy about how her son was sick, and they were trying to figure out, was it a cold or was it the flu? You would think if there was no fever and no cough and no runny nose, it's not the flu. It can't be the flu. And in fact, when she finally did take him in to see the doctor and had him tested for influenza, even though he had no flu-like symptoms at all he had, remember, is just that red rash on his arm, he tested positive for influenza B. So, the way the flu is going this year, I know, has been absolutely crazy. you need to check the kids out with these little things. Who knew that would lead to the flu? Seb ended up, by the way, getting prescribed for a 5-day regimen of Tamiflu and given Benadryl for the itching. That is good. Don't forget it makes them sleepy, but test your kid because it could make them hyper. My goodness, don't try it the first time on a plane. That is the wrong time to try Benadryl on your kid. Because if you have one of those reverse kids that gets hyper, you are now going to fly for 5 hours with the kid bouncing off the wall. You're not going to make friends. Anyways, so keep an eye on little symptoms like that. And I'm always for natural remedies if possible. I think gut health and good flora and good food is also going to really help our kids and ourselves stay strong through the rest of this season. And before we wrap up the Mom Show, it kind of leads me to what we're going to do tonight. So my husband and I just got our latest delivery of milk and eggs, which is farm fresh produce from farm to table. This is locally grown, and I love it because it is supporting our local farmers and our agriculture right here in our backyard, which is 100% what I'm all about. So that's how we get most of our produce, organic produce. And we're going to take our bunch. We order like this random basket. They just give you whatever's fresh and in season, and I feel like that's the best way to eat for your body anyways. Whatever's blooming in nature is probably what our bodies should be eating right now. And if we can eat local, that is the best kind of food. So we're going to take, and I think we got beets and kale and celery and 2 different kinds of kale. So we're going to do some juicing for sure, but I am going to make, because we got our, new year, new me. So for Christmas, we got a dehydrator. That was my big ask from my mom. She got it for me. I'm super excited. And we're going to get my kale, and I have a recipe for kale chips. So I'm making kale chips tonight, you guys, to snack on. Now, everybody's super excited, I can tell. The boys in the studio are like, what? What? I swear to you, kale chips are so good, and all I put on them is a little olive oil and some sea salt. That's it. And they are delicious. So if you follow me on Instagram at Kristin Cruz, I will be cooking those up tonight with the family. We're going to use up as much of these vegetables as we can because we got another order coming in a few days. And it's also a great way. It makes me want to eat all our vegetables up because who likes to waste money? So if you got the veggies in the fridge, you're going to cook them up, right? So get them in there. That's what we do with milk and eggs. It's really easy. That's going to be tonight's dinner. And then, of course, we have to rush over to the California Rangers for Izzy's last night. She gets back on that horse. It's been such a fun day with you on the Mom Show. Thanks to Kathy Cupcut, the Bel Air Mommy, BelAirMommy.com. Find deals for Knott's Berry Farm on her website. $40 right now. You can't beat that. And she's always got great things for families in SoCal. We're going to make sure that you know that we are FM now. It's 98.1. If you're on Facebook, it's right behind me. Thank you for all the congrats. And I'm getting emails from people. People are saying like, hey, good job. So we're really excited about that. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll be back next week for the Mom Show on KHTS. Your home.